Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, welcome back to another video. This video, I am going to give you 5 special tips if you actually want to get your desired scores in the speaking module. If you're actually serious about getting your desired scores, you do not want to waste your time and money, make sure you watch the video till the end because I'm going to give 5 special tips which you probably don't know till now and which will definitely help you is the speaking module in the very first go. Let's get started. Tip number 1, you need to understand the speaking, reading and listening formula or speaking, reading and listening connection. First of all, you need to understand that most of the tasks or majority of the question types in speaking are based on 3 parameters: fluency, pronunciation and content. For example, read aloud gives you 5 points in fluency, 5 points in pronunciation and 5 points in content. Repeat sentence has got 5 for fluency, 5 for pronunciation and 3 for content. What is the reading, speaking and listening connection? The points in speaking which are from fluency and pronunciation will go towards your speaking section and the content points will go towards your reading or listening module. So the content points from read aloud will go towards your reading module or reading scores. The content points from your repeat sentence and read a lecture will go towards the listening module. So a lot of students just think that yes, we don't really need to worry about content, we'll just speak fast and speak clearly, we'll get full points in speaking. Even if you're getting 19 speaking, there are chances that you're not really getting full points from speaking. The points which go towards reading and listening module might be impacted or hampered because of your content scores. So in order to get full points from speaking in your reading and your listening modules, you need to make sure along with your fluency and your pronunciation, your content is on point. In read aloud, you need to make sure you read the words carefully. In repeat sentence, you need to make sure you repeat at least 70 to 80% content. In read a lecture, you need to make sure you have got 8 to 10 keywords, good keywords from the lecture. That is how you'll get full points in your content. Your speaking, reading and listening connection will work, and along with speaking you'll get full points in reading and listening. I repeat again, the reading, speaking and listening connection is that from speaking, fluency and pronunciation will go toward your speaking, and the content points from speaking read aloud will go in reading, and the content points from repeat sentence and read a lecture will go in listening. Content points from your describe image will stay in speaking. Describe image will not give you any points in any other modules. So this was our tip number 1. Understand the content and understand the relation between speaking, reading and listening. Now let's move on to tip number 2. Fluency is not your speed. Whenever we tell students that yes, you need to make sure you're fluent while speaking, they think okay, we'll go fast, we'll get full points in fluency. That's not the case. Fluency is not about your speed. If you are talking in your first language, let's say if I'm talking in Hindi or Punjabi or any other language, right, I won't speak too fast to be fluent. We are naturally fluent in that. Fluency is speaking at a moderate pace, taking natural pauses and avoiding any kind of unnatural pauses or hesitations. You do not have to go too fast or too slow. You have to go at a moderate pace. You have to make sure you take pause so that you do not run out of breath. But you can't just pause anywhere. You take a pause at comma, at full stop, at connector, that's 100% fine, alright? Do not just pause after every 4 words. For example, this is the speed which you can go for. This is the speed which I always go with whenever I take the test, and I've got 90 every time. Let's say if I have to read a passage, I'll speak this way. Once you have picked the general topic for your paper, you need to come up with the thesis. Your thesis is the main and focal point of your paper, and it is the position you will take on your particular topic. So I took a pause after every clause or after every phrase. You can do the same. You will get full points in fluency and you will not run out of breath, which will help you keep up with your pronunciation or clarity as well. I repeat again, tip number 2 is for your fluency, you do not have to just focus on your speed. You have to balance your clarity and your speed. Go at a moderate pace, take natural pauses, and you will be 100% fine. That was a tip number 2. Tip number 3, pronunciation is not your accent. I've seen a lot of students, whenever we ask them to work on their clarity, they just all of a sudden change the way they speak. You have to speak naturally. You need to understand this test is designed for non-native speakers like us. I do not have an English accent or Australian accent or whatever. I have an Indian accent, and that is what I use, or that is the way I speak when I go for the test as well. And by the grace of God, I've got 90 every time. So if I have asked you to work on your pronunciation, or if I tell that your pronunciation should be good, you need to work on your clarity, you do not have to change your accent. You have to just make sure each and every word you speak comes out clearly, and you do not change your accent. Speak naturally, focus on clarity. If you're not able to speak clearly, reduce your speed a bit, but focus on your clarity, because even more than your fluency, your pronunciation is something which should be on point. You can go a bit slow, but your pronunciation shouldn't be down or impacted. The first thing which will help you get a higher score in speaking is your pronunciation or your clarity. So in case you're finding it hard to speak the words clearly, you can go slightly slow, a bit slower as compared to your natural pace, but make sure you are clear. When I say slightly slow, it doesn't really means that you have to go too slow. Yes, a bit slow as compared to a moderate pace, and then improve or increase your clarity, and that will help you get a higher score in your pronunciation part as well. And that was a tip number 3. Tip number 4, use one line strategy and read aloud. If you know one line strategy, go for it. I have used it. I've got 90 using the same. I advise all my students to use one line strategy, and majority of them, if they follow it properly, they get the desired scores. One line strategy and read aloud will help you save time, energy. It's more of a smart work than hard work. I got 90 each using the same. What you need to do in read aloud, one line strategy, you do not need to read the whole passage. Let's say you've got 60 words. You don't really need to read all the 60 words. You just need to read 8 to 12 words, and read those 8 to 12 words clearly. If you go a bit slow, read 8 to 12 words clearly, you will get full points in content, full in pronunciation, and full in your fluency as well. To practice, to see if one line strategy is actually working for you or not, you can just go on languageacademy.com.au, practice material read alouds, just select or switch to read aloud one line strategy, and see if you're getting the scores in that or not. If you do, you will get your scores in the test as well. In the test, you will not have an option to switch from one line strategy or speaking the full passage. Computer over there or the Pearson system will automatically pick it up. This is a short hack trick which we've been using for 2 years, and it has done wonders for us. If you're not really sure about one line strategy, I have attached the link to the video where I've explained one line strategy in detail in the description box. You can watch that as well, and trust me, it works. Don't stress if it will give you full points in content or not. It does, and it will 100% help you out as well. So that was a tip number 4, and now tip number 5, and then a bonus tip as well. Tip number 5, use the updated templates in describe, image, and retell lecture. PTE speaking used to be piece of cake. It is still easy, but you have to keep yourself updated with time. You have to change with time. Since the start of this year, we have been noticing this, that whereby a student is using a template in which he or she is repeating the same sentence again and again, it is impacting a bit when it comes to their describe, image, and retell lecture scores and overall speaking scores as well. You need to make sure, if you are using templates where you have to repeat the same sentences again and again, things can be quite difficult. I want you to use updated templates in describe, image, and retell lecture. If you're not really sure about the templates, I have attached the link to the video where I've updated the templates and explained how you have to use the templates if you're taking the test now. If you don't really want to use those templates, you can stick with your templates as well. The whole idea is, the main purpose is, whichever template you're using, you do not repeat the same sentence in the template again and again. Don't just say, I can hear, I can hear, I can hear, I can hear, right? Or I can see, I can see, I can see. Try not to use same sentences again and again, because sometimes when students are repeating the same sentence again and again, they are being marked down in describe, image, and retell lecture. You just change the words. Instead of I can see, you can say it can be seen, furthermore it can be observed, however it can also be noticed. So just play around with words, use the updated templates. We had students in the past, and I get students when they come for consultation to our institute, that yes, I used to get 19 speaking, the same way now I'm only getting 65, 67. Extended speaking is low. Extended speaking means describe, image, and retell lecture, and you need to make sure you do not use the outdated templates, and that is our tip number 5. Now, bonus tip for repeat sentence. A lot of students freak out. Last 12 times I've taken the test, I've got 90 speaking and 19 listening. And trust me, honestly, Every time I go for the test, I'm not able to repeat or do perfectly in all the repeat sentences. Your focus and my focus always is to understand the sentence, repeat as much as possible, speak clearly and confidently, and you are done. Speak around 70 to 80% of the content, but speak it clearly and confidently, and your job is done. Do not go for 100% content. That's not going to help you in any way. All you need to do is repeat 70 to 80% of the content, speak that clearly and confidently, and you will get full score in your listening and speaking. This is what I have tested. This is what I have always recommended my students, and this is what has been working for us for the last 6 years, and it will definitely work for you, because PT repeat sentences, they're not checking how sharp your memory is. They're just checking your speaking and listening skills, and 70 to 80% content will do the job for you, given that you're speaking clearly and confidently. Let's say you're just repeating 60% and there are a lot of hesitations. It's not clear. That's not going to help. As much as you remember, speak clearly and confidently, and 100% you'll get your desired scores. So that was a bonus tip. If you follow these tips, tip number 1 was to understand the speaking, reading, and listening connection. Understand that. Then you have to make sure you do not go too fast in order to increase your fluency. Third, you have to make sure you don't change your accent for your pronunciation. Fourth, use one-line strategy if you find read alouds difficult. Fifth, use the latest templates for describe, image, and retell lecture. And last, do not worry too much about content. Just repeat around 70% content in repeat sentences. Speak that clearly and confidently, and you'll get your scores. That's it from this video. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to go on languageacademy.com.au, register, practice over there. And one request, please make sure before you take the actual test, there's one free full scored mock test available on languageacademy.com.au, which is pretty similar to what you'll have in the actual test. The same interface, same time management, everything is same, and it will give you a clear idea of what the actual exam looks like. After the mock test, you'll get a scorecard, tutor feedback, in-depth analysis, score feedback, and you will get question-wise analysis and feedback of what mistakes you have made, how you have to improve, so that you do not repeat the same mistakes in the test and you get a higher score and probably your desired score as well. It is a request. It's free of cost. You just need to register on languageacademy.com.au. Take the free full score mock test over there and see how you go. And do not repeat the same mistakes which you make in the mock test. Along with the full mock test, there are 4 sectional mock tests available for free and 4 extensive mock tests as well. Make sure you take those 4 mock tests and crack your test in the very first go. You just need to register, and that's it. If you want to practice on mobile, you can download PTE Exam Practice app, available on iOS and Android as well. But I'll highly recommend you practice on a computer or a laptop or a desktop, because your test will be on a desktop as well, and that will help you get familiar and get used to what you have to do in the test. That's it from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, do like, share, and subscribe. If you ever get your desired scores watching my videos, do let me know. That is something I work for, and that is something which will motivate me and keep me going on. If you need any help with your classes, training, or you have any questions, you can give us a call, send us a message. We do provide on-campus and online training. We have got campuses in India, in Australia, and in Nepal as well. And we do provide online classes. We have got around 11 to 12 classes running according to different time zones every day. So timing won't be an issue. And we will make sure, like we have helped 50,000 plus students till date clear the PT test, we help you as well. We give 100% to help you get your desired scores without wasting your time and money. If you want to book your trial class, just visit our website, fill the form, and our team will be with you, and we will make sure you get your desired scores in the shortest period of time, and you do not waste your time and money taking the test again and again. If you would like to visit any of our campuses, or if you want to make a query, you can contact us on these numbers, or give us a call or send us a message, and we will be with you. That's it from this video. Now go on languageacademy.com.au and practice, and do let me know if you need any other video, any other topic you're finding difficult. I'll try to make a video on that as well, and we'll make sure I help you get your desired scores in the very first go.